Hello everyone, in today's session we are going to discuss about Huggingface TGI, where TGI stands for Text Generation Inference. As of now, there are 4 ways in Huggingface through which you can deploy the model and serve the model. These 4 ways are via Inference API, via Inference Endpoint, via Transformers, in which you can download the model on your local PC and then you can serve the model, and the final one is using Text Generation Inference, that is TGI. In this session we are going to discuss that why TGI is best option or a good option, because there are few benefits of using TGI. These benefits are its speed, its performance, easiness to deploy and its scalability. Over here on left side of the screen where I am hovering the mouse, you can see that you can deploy and serve the TGI using different means. Next, the question is how to use this TGI, Text Generation Inference. So let me tell you that to use this TGI to deploy and serve this Text Generation Inference is very easy. You just need to use this particular command, and then to consume the TGI is also very easy. The TGI will be served as an API endpoint. First, let me show you the difference in the performance and the speed of a transformer model and a TGI model. So on my left side over here where my mouse is hovering, you can see that it has taken around 1 minute 25 seconds to answer a question which is provide background on transformers, and you can see the output as well, like most of the sentences have been repeated by the model. This answer is not proper. This does not resemble to what question we have asked. Now on my right side you can see that I have deployed a TGI model via Docker and I am accessing it using this particular URL where I have got this particular answer of the same question of provide background on transformers. So over here this particular answer makes some sense. It provides some meaningful information and you can see the response time is around 5 seconds. Now over here I am not saying that transformer model is not good if you are deploying it on local, because definitely there are some parameters which you can utilize to get the answer similar to the answer provided by TGI. But if we are going with the default parameters and their values, in that case you can see that answer is not meaningful and not proper. It does not provide some proper information, whereas in TGI it is providing some meaningful information. Now let me explain the code very quickly. So this is the transformer model deployed on my local system. Over here I have imported the required packages, then I am loading environment variable, that is Huggingface token from .env file over here, and then I have defined the model that I want to utilize, and for that model I have defined tokenizer and model and loaded them into the environment. Finally, using pipeline I am creating a pipeline to the model to provide the answer. So over here we are using that pipeline to get the answer. Next, this is the shell script that I have created. Please note over here that you don't need to create this particular kind of shell script. You can directly utilize this kind of the Docker command through which you can deploy TGI on your system. Rather you have a CPU system or a GPU system, but for simplicity and for easiness I have created this particular shell script. So over here again I have defined a model, then this is the volume that I have defined to map with Docker container. Why do we need to define this particular volume and map with Docker container? Because it will download the data of that particular model into that particular directory, so that whenever next time you are running the Docker container, it is not going to download that entire data again and again. So that is the only reason that you will need this volume. Then this is the token, that is the Huggingface token, because if you are using any proprietary model, in that case you will need this Huggingface token to be provided. Over here I am checking that rather required Docker container is available in the Docker registry, that means on my local Docker hub or not. If it is available, I just need to start that Docker container which has a specific name hf_TGI. But in case that Docker container by this particular name is not available, in that case I am going to pull this particular image and then I will start the container using this particular command docker run, where I am going to provide the name to that Docker container as hf_tgi. So that is the name of Docker container, and using this particular command I am going to create and run Docker container in which we have deployed TGI. Next, what are these different parameters? For these different parameters, you can go to this particular section, all TGI CLI options. So over here, it will provide required information of what the different parameters are and what is the meaning of these parameters and what is the usage of these parameters. Last thing that you would like to know is how to check the logs for Docker container. So in that case, let me go to this particular tab, and this is the command docker logs, and this is the hf_tgi. So hf_tgi is my container name, and press enter and it is going to provide you TGI logs. That's it for the day. Thank you everyone for watching this video.